The U.S. Supreme Court, in a limited decision, ruled Monday that closely held for-profit companies can claim a religious exemption to the Obamacare requirement that they provide health insurance coverage for contraceptives. For-profit corporations, including Conestoga Wood of Pennsylvania, owned by a family of Mennonite Christians, and Hobby Lobby, a family-owned chain of arts and craft stores founded on biblical principles, had challenged a provision of the Affordable Care Act. Washington Lee University health law professor Timothy Jost says this will affect a small number of businesses.
It requires the administration to accommodate the religious beliefs under the Religious Freedom Restoration Act of what I think is probably a very small number of for-profit businesses.
And early last year, Groundswell, a struggling Minneapolis St Paul Coffee house, went to its customers to raise money for an expansion, offering something different than traditional equity. Owners Seth McCoy and Tim Gilbert asked customers to buy $1,000 shares to help nearly double the size of the 1,300 square foot coffee shop. But instead of owning part of the business, investors would be entitled to a free glass of beer or wine each day for the rest of their lives, or until Groundswell is no longer in business, whichever comes first. The plan was to expand into the adjacent vacant space to increase Groundswell's seating capacity from 15 to about 55. The owners also wanted to expand their food and start selling craft beer and wine. McCoy says the concept was very successful.
Our daily sales averages right now are 7 times what they were before we did the expansion. But looking back now, offering the crowdfunding and offering founding memberships to people that were here in our neighborhood and a little bit outside of that, it turned out that having around 40 people who were committed to the success of this place, it turned out that having them on board with what we were doing probably meant more to our business than the initial $30,000 that we got, although we were on a tight budget, and without it, we wouldn't have been able to open.
I also asked McCoy if he would do it again.
I think it would, to me, be a bit of a no-brainer to do it again. You just learn so much the first time that if you can survive the first time, then, you've built up this sort of body of knowledge of how to do this. And I for certain would do it again if I found the right location that I felt like could be a real warm, non-pretentious place, but where there was an appreciation for some of the finer nuances of coffee and food and beer and wine. So like where you have those two things, I think it would be fun to go about another project like this.
For more, visit ASBA.com. I'm Scott Drake. Thanks for watching.